Hi, I'm Leica. Welcome back to my channel, and tonight we are continuing with Buried. Now here we were at this great cliffhanger. Do I kick at the monsters or spring for the lever? So let's spring for the lever. I pull out all of my strength into my legs. The moment the monster in front of me draws back its eel-like arms to grab me, I pivot backwards. My back strikes the machine, sending agony rocketing through my body. I'm so thankful I broke the glass before this moment, before the coming violence. I stretch out and grab the lever. With one last desperate scream that shreds my voice, I jam it down. The tunnel is suddenly filled with a flash of intense darkness. It expands from the switch, swallowing the matter around it. At first I'm sure this is the end for me. I expect the darkness to consume me, followed by death. But then another shimmer of dancing white light appears next to me. There are more of these streams of light, rips in space like the ones that previously sent me to that other ungodly world and the void. With nothing else to do but die, I try to escape into the shimmer. When that stream of light envelops me, the expanding darkness of the switch is gone, and I feel a huge push. My body feels stretched, collapsing like I'm falling in all directions at once. The world goes white, and then there are pinpoints of stars everywhere. One of them breezes directly by my right, and I see something that looks like a spiral galaxy distorted in its folds. To my right I see an endless stretch of stars and gas clouds forming some galactic architecture. But beyond the immeasurable beauty I notice something. I am seeing the same star patterns over and over. They are repeating like reflections in an endless mirror. Are these different versions of the same galaxies, the same realities? To my left I see a calm blue world and can barely make out trees, familiar Kentucky trees that have been around for the last few weeks. To my right I see a copy, an orange world, and there are trees there as well. But something is strange, disturbing. As I zoom by, I'm not sure how much control I have in this unusual place, but if I can direct myself, it's worth trying. So, do we head to the nice, calm looking blue world, or the strange, disturbing orange world? I think I will go with blue. Try to head to the blue world. I try to focus my mind on heading towards the blue world, not knowing what to expect. My breath escapes for a moment. Everything is dark and peaceful and nothing hurts. Continue. With breath back inside my body, I gasp and open my eyes. I'm back at the logging site. How? I'm not sure. Did the shimmers react with the implosion of the switch? Some other accident? I have no idea. I sit up right away and become instantly dizzy. Amy, I say. There's no reason to think that she survived whatever happened in that tunnel, but there's some sort of certainty that gets me to my feet. I wonder if I am somehow back in time before we found the facility. But what happens next makes me realise that can't be true. As I start walking forwards, I feel a tremor in the ground. Somewhere off in the distance, I hear a metallic groan. The buried facility, it's being ripped apart under the ground by the activation of the switch. Trees are splintering and falling to the east, and I can feel them toppling just like dominoes. There's no way Barksdale survived. Good riddance. I start to walk away in the opposite direction of the falling trees, but then I hear a scream. A woman's scream. I turn back and see a stumbling figure coming out of the forest. It's Amy, and she looks like a ghost. How is she here? Did she fall into one of the shimmers as well? I decide I don't care and run to her. I throw my arm under her armpit to hook her to me as we head to the logging site. You okay? I ask. Amy can only nod through her tears. I look to the area where the facility tore the woods apart and see a large plume of smoke rising into the air. We've made it out of the facility alive, and that, I suppose, is the most important thing. It's then that I look up and notice the sky. The sky is beautiful and familiar, unobstructed by the trees that had been standing several minutes ago. I take my trusty hard hat off my head and exhale, letting my body relax. It's finally over. I'm not sure how long it will take me to get back to some semblance of a life, but I know one thing for sure: any day above the ground is going to be a good day. The end. So I survived, and Amy survived. Poor Dennis didn't. And let's have a look and see our choices. Tough it out. You and 36% of the players decided to take the painkillers. I would have thought more people would have done that. Who survives? You and 62% of the players shot the right barrel, keeping Amy alive. Mercy. You and 30% of players mercifully killed the man who asked for death. Going home. You and 83% of players headed towards the blue world and went home. The end. Well, thank you for listening to Buried. I enjoyed playing it, and I may want to play through again at some point. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. I'll be back with a different game, and goodbye.